about something. Oh yeah, you're about half an hour from San Diego. Love San Diego. It's just gorgeous down there by the water. Beautiful area. So okay, today's topic, and I kind of want to talk about this because I found myself in every one of these categories, but it's called the three gym goers. And essentially, I think everyone out there and everybody who watches this replay later on YouTube or Instagram or wherever you're at, which by the way, we're on Facebook and Instagram both, going live, and then we put this on YouTube after that. But everybody has fallen into one of the three categories that I'm going to talk about at different points in their life or currently. And the key is for you to identify which category you're currently in and then to figure out or use some of the tools I'm going to give you to help kind of get through that category and catalyst yourself out of it so you see better results, okay? So I break down the people that go to the gym into three different types of person. And again, like I said, I've been in every stage throughout my life. So it's not like, anybody is different from anybody else, but we all have things that happen to us. We have situations and circumstances that create different lifestyle patterns. And because of that, we find ourselves at different places when we are, in life and going to the gym. So if you look at the three types of gym goers, let's call them gym goers, you've got people who have never stopped going to the gym. They, went to the gym or they've worked out since they were a kid and they continue to do so to that day, to this day. That's number one. Number two, which I believe probably the greater majority of people fall into this category, are there people who have lapsed from the gym. They were going, they were doing well, they were working out, then all of a sudden they hit like a roadblock, something happened and they're not going anymore. And it's probably a large portion or percentage of the population that fall into that particular category. And the third one are those people who have never worked out at all. They've never trained, they've never worked out, they never exercised, they never lifted weights. So believe it or not, for those of you guys who are watching this, obviously this is Pureline Nutrition's live. You probably are into fitness and health and changing your body, but there's still a host of people out there who just think it's ridiculous. They just don't want to get near a workout facility or a treadmill. They think that's just completely absurd. Why would you get on a machine and just stay in the same place and walk for 45 minutes? So, everybody falls into one of those three categories. And, I want to start with the most abundant of the three, which I think is probably the most abundant of the three, and that's the people who have lapsed, because I'm sure a lot of people, I know I have. For example, there was a point in my life where, after I trained and worked out and, bodybuilding and did competitions for years on end, I, just all of a sudden hit a point where I was just tired and drained and just didn't want to train anymore. I was just kind of like, I'm done. And, it's funny, I took about a 3-year hiatus and I didn't do anything. I mean, I probably went to the gym maybe once every 7 to 10 days just to kind of lift. But as far as working out went, I just wasn't mentally there. I wasn't into it. I would do other stuff though. I would walk, I would go and hit the punching bag, just different things that kept me a little bit more out of my realm. But for the most part, during that time, I had taken a lapse from the gym or a lapse from working out. And I think a lot of us, because of lifestyle situations, go through that where we just, hit a point, whether maybe it's an injury or, something big in our life happens where we just get away from the gym. And I kind of say, you just lose your mojo somewhere along the way. For some reason, you just don't have it anymore. And that is the most challenging place to be in because, obviously we should be doing something. We should be in the gym. We should be working out. We should be trying to improve ourselves. So I've come up with a few things that, help me, and maybe these things will help you. I think if you do them, you'll find that they will help you out. Number one, if you're going or you find yourself in that lapse pattern, commit to a goal, but with a partner. Find somebody who can keep you accountable. Say, hey, you know what, John, we're going to go to the gym, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You're my accountability partner, and you know what, we're going to train, and we're going to get back in the groove. I find a lot of times having a partner just kind of helps layer in accountability, and you feel like, you know what, they're going to be there, so I need to be there. The other one is find something new that just draws you in. I found that, back when I owned a gym, we did a program, and it was kind of a class type program, and every day it had a different training, and one day was weight training, one day was boxing, one day was outside activities, flipping tires, things like that. And I found that people just liked variation and different unique things. So find something new to do that works your body, obviously, that's exercise, but it's a little bit fun, that's a little bit out of the normal, that isn't just going to the gym and lifting weights or doing whatever you've been used to doing previous to having that lapsed time period. Also, really important, commit to 21 days of action. I kind of find that 21 days, no matter what it is the pattern or the amount of days that you need to put in a pattern to actually see results. So, for example, if it's just getting out and walking, if you do that for 21 days straight, it becomes a pattern and a habit, and it's part of you. You have to do it. Same thing with going to the gym, same thing with working out, whatever it is. Just give yourself 21 days, no matter what. Say every day for the next 21 days, I'm going to do this. And what you'll find is you'll actually start to get in a rhythm, and you'll find that your life is kind of weird when you don't do it. So try that. The other thing is hiring a trainer for accountability. Some people this works real well with, other people it doesn't. But if you find that you've hit a place in your program where you've lapsed, you haven't been to the gym for a while, find somebody that you can hire that can just help you for, maybe 4 weeks. Just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to get a trainer for 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I'm going to hire them, and we're going to, work out for the next 4 weeks. You'll find that having a trainer or somebody there that you have to be accountable to will help you as well maintain accountability. So that's the first person, the person who's just kind of lapsed. They're in that place where, they haven't been to the gym, they haven't worked out, they just kind of have taken a little hiatus from improving their body over the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. I know a lot of us, like I said, the biggest percentage of the population probably falls into that category. Now, the second category are those people who have never worked out at all. Hey, and you know what? That's probably a huge portion of the population, and that's totally cool. There still are a lot of people that don't go to the gym, they don't work out, they don't exercise. And, this is where, in my opinion, group fitness comes into play, because I think that group fitness or working out in classes, whether it's kind of like I don't know what they call it anymore, but I know the gyms used to have like body pump and stuff where you worked out with a group of people and lifted weights, or you're in a class like a CrossFit type class or something. That's really a great learning ground and place for people who have not worked out before in their lives, because it's kind of a beginner's place to be, and it's also an advanced person's place to be. By all means, it's you can scale up or down, but it's good for people who have never used their bodies in certain ways, who've never done movements, and just want to get active again. You may want to look for a class or group or something that you can join that will kind of help you get into it and start learning what it is that you like, because then based on what you like, you can make that more of your pattern. You can get into that and start really exploring that world, whether it's CrossFit, weightlifting, whatever's out there that you really find that you enjoy. It could even be kickboxing. I mean, there's a ton of different things. So find that. The other thing you can look for is something that excites you. And something that, you just like. A lot of people cycle, they ride bikes, they're in martial arts. Find something that really, that moves your boat, man, something that really you enjoy, and get into that. And the other thing that I think is really helpful for people who have never trained before, never worked out or done anything like that, is get on YouTube and just explore YouTube. Put in the search, fitness and training, whatever that really, fitness and training tips, fitness and training, workouts. Look for different things that might appeal to you. And from there, you can kind of move forward and find that thing that you really, really like. So again, those are people who have not worked out at all ever before. They're just getting started. My biggest recommendation is try group fitness classes, something that you can work in as a group, meet friends, and then, you guys can go to the gym together or whatever it is you do. And the third are those people who have never stopped at all. Okay, now these are guys that are just completely committed. They started working out maybe when they were young, or when they were, 18, 19, 20, 25, and they just kept doing it, and they've been doing it all their lives. And you know what? Great. That's awesome. Good for you. I mean, more power to you. That's probably, you've made it a lifestyle, which we all try to do. It's not easy to do it all your life. We all, like I said, hit lapses sometimes. But I think that if you have been doing a certain type of exercise training, working out for the majority of your life, then make sure that you change it up every once in a while and ask yourself this: where is my momentum and my passion at when it comes to training? For example, I've been lifting weights since I was 18 or younger probably, and there's certain points in time where I just kind of get, I just feel like I've been at the gym, I'm doing the same thing over and over, and when you've done it for 15 plus years, it gets a little mundane. So you may want to try something different, and try a different type of training. I've done everything from, kickboxing classes to hot yoga classes, just trying to break it up, make it a little bit more, fun, and keeping my mind engaged in a different way. So think about that. If your momentum or your passion level is not at a 10 anymore, maybe it's like at a 5 or a 6, and you're just kind of like, I'm just not there. I'm just going through the motions. Find something that gets you really excited again, and ask yourself, hey, maybe do I need to take a break? Do I need to scale down a little bit? Do I need to change things up a little bit? Because I think no matter what, if you've been doing the same thing for a very long time, we all get into that pattern where it's just like, it's the same thing. So keep it exciting, keep it fun, and make sure also, if you've been doing something for a long time, make sure you're still progressing. I think a lot of people get in a rut where they're just working out for the sake of working out, they're training for the sake of training, but they're really not progressing anymore. In fact, maybe they're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back because their diet and their supplementation isn't aligned with their training any longer. Which, by the way, it's a good time for me to mention, if you haven't, go to our website, thepureline.com. On the front page, actually, you know what, this would be good. We've got a few different ebooks on the front. I think there's one called The Morphing System, Ultimate Fat Loss Hacks. There's 10 shocking ways to build muscle. All those are free. You can go in there, you can click on the book, and you can actually download it completely free. So check those out. Also check out our XP Black formula, thepureline.com/XP Black. That's the fat loss product we've been doing really, really well with. We've seen a lot of people lose tons of body fat on it over the last 30 to 45 days, so check that out too. So that's it, man. Those are kind of the 3 gym goers that I always see. The people that have, number 1, they've never stopped working out, which is awesome. Number 2, people who have lapsed, which, they've taken a break, either, something's come up in life, or they've had an injury or an illness, and they've just kind of not been going to the gym for the last year and a half, 2 years plus. It doesn't matter. They just hit a point where, they need to get reinvigorated, re-excited, get passionate again, find something that draws them in. And then 3, we've got those people who have never worked out at all, which, if that is you, by all means, find a group fitness class, find a class that involves, training and working out, that has multiple people that you can get excited with and that you can keep in contact with, and that keep you accountable to your exercise, your workouts, and your training. Also, remember, all of this aligns with nutrition. I mean, if your nutrition isn't on point, that's 75 to 80% of the game. So, I mean, really, working out, training, exercise is just a small component of the overall strategy. 75 to 80% is what you're putting in your body, your food intake, your water, your supplementation. So make sure that all of that is in line, and that's key. Okay, great, guys. So check it out. I had a quick question. I'm just going to answer it real quick. Somebody was taking the XP Black, and they had gotten some migraines, and says, I got a headache from it. Maybe from that, or she just gets migraines. By all means, you can take Tylenol, you can take Advil. It's a very safe product. Also, make sure you're drinking plenty of water and that you're staying very well hydrated when you are taking XP Black or any type of fat loss product that does have caffeine. Caffeine is a natural diuretic and will cause you to lose a lot of water. And when you're not replacing that water, you'll notice that you have a propensity to get headaches and just feel kind of sluggish and worn down. Okay, so keep that in mind. So guys, that's today's talk. It was just about, again, the 3 gym goers, where you fall in, and how you can figure out how to break out of one of the places if you're in kind of a rut. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. We'll be back here again, probably on Thursday. We're going to take the day off tomorrow, and then we'll hit Thursday and Friday, put out some more information for you. If you have any questions, you can always email us at info@thepureline.com. Also, hit us up if you have a question. Call us on our 1-800 number. That's 800-632-1402. And, of course, you can always visit our website at thepureline.com. Guys, hope you're having a great day. We will talk to you soon. Make sure if you watch this on the Afterplay on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. And if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, Make sure and share this with your friends. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk to y'all soon, okay? Cool.